feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces.
Hey, 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 hey. Blessings on a beautiful Monday morning.
Hey, give me that crown. Get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now.
Blessings and welcome to the Real Things Podcast. If you are new here, people, welcome.
I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose again.
And for those of you who are really coming across this channel for the first time, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Not really only subscribe alone. Make sure so you like up the thing.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Yes, on this here blessed Monday morning, it's bright and sunny on the outside. A little windy, but you don't know how it goes.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.
You know, at this time of the year, it's a little more chilly. The seas are a little bit more choppy. Yep, but it is what it is. You know, as long as we got each other, we are safe. We will be A-okay.
A sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
So in the meantime and between time, let me take some time to even welcome back the returning supporters. And I don't know, say my love for you is from end to end.
Everybody in the world blind. Please, Lord, give me a sign.
Big up on yourself, big up on yourself, big up on yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no mercy in this world. Just
Me I tell you, say no mercy in the world at all.
hunger, thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor.
True thing. Don't treat me. I mean, a neighbor. In real time, the way how some people treat their neighbors is not nice. So if the songwriter says don't treat me like a neighbor, it's because a lot of people are not treating their neighbors nicely.
Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need
Yep, we all got our own issues, man. I'm telling you on this here beautiful Monday morning, but I say okay, as long as we got each other, we'll be all right.
grown with you, just go get your own tissue. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world?
I'm telling you, it's like everybody in this world is blind. Sometimes it seems like you just want to lose your mind. Words from the songwriter Netflix on this here beautiful Monday morning.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
But in the meantime and between time, we are not going to be losing our minds. We want to highlight some issues here on the streets of YouTube. And you know, for those of you who have been here with us from day one, you know how we do it. You know the issues that we address. All right? You know that we go straight over to Nyabohanse. We address Nyabohanse situation because that's our niche, people.
Everybody in the world blind.
And for those of you who are new, yes, that's how we do the do. It's Nyabohanse 101.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. That's it, the end of
All right, that's it. It's the end of the song, but it's not the end of our road. It's not the end of our podcast segment this morning. It's not the end of our podcast segment this morning. This morning. I mean, I'm saying this morning, but wherever you are, whether it's morning, noon, or night, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are.
song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on.
Yep, we definitely need to carry on. All right, my people. So, in the meantime and between time, let us step into today's leg of the podcast without no further hesitation. You know that we have to build up the vibes. And for those of you who are on the work, the work side, in the offices, in your place of, employment, I know that sometimes you only can listen in. So, I just love to vibes it up. As long as, the situation permits me to do so, I will be vibes it up. I can't help it. I come from a musical background. So you don't know how the thing go. It's always gonna be a live vibes. I'm a Jamaican. For those of you who don't know it, yes, and when you say Jamaica, you mean music.
Society's a myth, put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lips.
Shut your lips. Don't ask questions. Yeah, but we're going to ask a lot of questions and we are going to liaison in the comment section this morning. Yep. All right, but people. So, as I say, without any further ado, we want to address some burning issues. You see me? I love to give different vibes. You understand? I mean, everybody do them thing conventional, or most people do them thing conventional. I like to bring a different kind of vibes. I love to give it to you in a different flavor. I don't like the conventional. So over here, so if you're coming to look for the conventional type of gossip, whatever you want to call it, if you're coming to look for the conventional kind of blog, mm-mm. This is a podcast with a difference, my people. I'm telling you. You understand?
Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
All right. Yes, we're not going to go into the vibes there right now. We're not going to go into the vibes there right now. We are going to be asking questions. It's not about shutting your lips and everything. And no. We are here to be vocal, be verbal. We are here to talk up some things. We are here to discuss some things. We are here because we are here because we are here. Let me just fix this thing here right now. I don't want it too much in my face, but, you know, you see today, I'm feeling energized. Energized is the word. Yo. Yeah, I'm feeling energized. Energized is the word. All right, let me get this to you. Anyway, my people. So, monkeyed around a lot. But so we have to build the vibes. And this is what it is. So, my people, listen to me. Over the past few days, we have been seeing a lot of things over the streets of YouTube. Yo. And for those of you who are here, like I said before, you are here because you mostly know, most of you will know what we talk about, know the niche that we cover, and it is Nyabohanse. Nyabohanse is a quaint little village in the eastern side of Kenya. You understand? East Africa. And when I say rural, we mean rural. And within that village, um, it have a lot. That village has a lot of characters, that was made or introduced to us by the travel vlogger I Am Marwa. Now, this is for those of you who are new here and don't know what we're talking about, because you may come across this video and wondering what is she saying. All right. So this is for those of you who may not know what it is that I'm talking about. Now, my people. Yeah. Let me just fix this before I go on. This is for those of you who may not know what I'm talking about. Yes, so basically, Ayamara introduced us to his village called Nyapuhansi. That was where he grew up. You understand? And, what he brought to us was village lifestyle. He brought his story to us. He sold his story to us. We bought it, and not, I know nothing bad, because we all have stories, we all have chapters, everything beginning, end, the whole thing. You know what me I talk about. Whether it is Shagla Bagla, whether it is pristine, we bought his story. He also introduced to us his villagers, if many said that before. And the villagers, within that village, there are so many different characters, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. And a lot of people may disagree with me, but what good is a story if all the characters are perfect? Then even a fairy tale, God forbids, even a fairy tale will have bad characters, good characters. It will give you a fairy tale gives you a mix of characters. Look at Cinderella, the story of Cinderella. That was a fairy tale, not true? Exactly. So within this village, there are so many different characters, and we were privileged to be, introduced to these people, and a lot of us, including myself, never knew, you know, how a true African village, I mean, how it's set up. I'm trying to find the right word. Sorry, guys. Whatever, man. You know what I'm saying. How a true African village setup is like a day-to-day life, how they thrive, how they survive. And, regardless of what it is that they display on the streets of YouTube, it gives us an idea as to what something that seemed that would have, I mean, come across to us even during our school years as a fip or a fable or a fairy tale. I don't know what you would call it in your neck of the woods. It actually brought the real thing to us. So I'm privileged, and those of you also who watch are very, I know that you guys are very privileged to be brought this thing in real time, because especially during the pandemic time, a lot of us got so addicted to this African Nollywood stories that was, these guys were, just bored, and they brought things out to us during the pandemic, and we watched. A lot of us were also introduced to cuisines and so on and so forth. Anyhow, long story short, it is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to be really watching this little village in real time. However, with the beauty, it comes up times and down times. Like, it's real life now. For us, a lot of us have became family, internet family, because we feel the pain if them feel pain. Some of them, I'm telling you the honest truth, because some are really now becoming so despicable and distasteful because them overdo the thing. And I always say that you can't even blame them sometimes, because they were introduced, they were exposed to this life, this limelight that they never knew. These people have the tribalistic ways of doing things. I don't even know if I'm using the right term. I'm sorry, but tribes, tribalistic, tribal, whatever, man. You know what I'm trying to say. The way how they do things back then, before the exposure of YouTube and before Ayamara brought the idea of sharing his village to the world. And the money, before the money came in and before the YouTube channels were created, the way how these guys live their lives, these women, men, boys, and girls, the way how these villagers live their lives, is now a vast difference. It's different. It's different. So they display characters which it's distasteful to us, but they are just being their true selves, because honestly, they don't know differently what to do. The corruption has no the corruption did it, because they're being influenced by outsiders for measly pennies and a lot of things. Even if they probably would have done it differently, now that there's an influx or input from the outside, or I should say influx, an influx of outside ideas inside their regular culture, adding the money. Hey, mass destruction. Destruction. And they will tarnish their own selves because they don't know, not even their own selves alone, their families, everything. We've seen it played out all in front of us, all before us. So, as I was saying before, them don't know better. Them don't know better because they were never exposed to anything else prior, like this. prior to YouTube. One example, in these areas, rural areas, say it would have been like some of the people would have left for work in the cities. You understand? A few other villagers, just like anywhere else in the world, even in my country, people would have left for work in the city. And the majority would have probably stayed home and, contribute to the community by farming, tending to the cattle's, repairing homes, making babies. You understand? Building the community in whatever way they can, whether by making extending them, expanding them families, or just being themselves as what they do in their tribes. Now we've brought this thing to them, or they were introduced to this thing called YouTube. This thing called Westerners. This thing called I will give you, I will support you. What is happening now? These people, they barely want to go back to the farm. They want the quick and fast money. Because you guys now have begun to spoil them. And you guys begin to look into things and want to fix things. Oh no, 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 no. Take down this roof. This roof don't look good. I want you need to be in a proper house. Okay, I will build your house. And okay, I will fence you. Yeah, okay, I will buy you some name brand clothes. Jesus, how do you expect these people to behave? They don't know no better. They don't. Not that Kenya is not civilized. I'm not saying that Nyabohanse is not Kenya. Nyabohanse is the topic. Not that Nyabohanse is not civilized. Civilized in its own rights. Because I've seen where even people are doing things in the community and you cannot speak to them. They disgrace even the village elder saying that he's a drunkard. There's no disciplinary action that the elder can take anymore or the chief can take anymore because this generation is now saying that the chief is a drunkard. So you see, I don't know who to blame about the drunken part of it. I really don't know if it's the Westerners or it's just their way of life. If that was the way of them living prior, how was it that they were getting things done in the village before? But anyway, I want to get to something that burning me. It's really burning me. I spoke about two similar situations last week. And this week, no, I've seen where a reactor came out and spoke harshly, criticized harshly one of my fellow Jamaicans. See, we say we are all Africans and we look out for each other because, far as my roots trace back, I'm a West African, not the East. So maybe that is where the bitterness is coming from. I am a West African. That is what my ancestry is saying. Yeah? Anyway, it's all right. It's all good. But because we ship stopping at Jamaica, the roots remain in West Africa. No, I am a Jamaica. I'm a Jamaican, so I am here in defense, even though everybody can defend themselves. But we don't have the tradition where each to his own. I mean, not that you may not have a few thorn amongst, the thistles, but we have a tradition where we stand up and defend each other. We have a tradition where we don't make people vomit in our mouths, just like you. Now, I don't know what gave this reactor the right to think that she can always say things about anybody because she's a reactor. And then when her time comes and somebody will say something simple about her, she wants to come out and generalize. I have a huge problem with the generalizing and the generalization. Even though you have a title saying who you're addressing, you come out and you still generalize. But I want to give you a message, little lady. Little lady. Little lady who has no morale. You brought a few pads into Nyabohanse. I know they welcome the pads, them. But the pads are short term. Now, Mr. Cecil, along with whoever else he would have put together as a team, they were thinking long term, not 1 day pads for photo op, not 1 day pads, pack of pads, not 1 day come with a box of pads just for views. Cecil, or Mr. Cecil, aka Trenchtown Boy, we know that he's done these things before, gone into communities, left his mark, created and established relationships between himself or others along with the community. But the goal that I realize from a few of you guys, the noisemakers, I find that these reactors have a tendency of tear down any time that there is something going on good. For that little village called Nyabohanse, they get in between and they wedge and wedge and wedge until it is no more. What the heck is wrong with you guys? What's this bitterness? I do not understand for 1 second. No, no, I can't say I do not understand. I understand why Marwa would have said that you guys are lazy. But I think he forgot to add the bitter part of it. What makes you guys so bitter, bad minded, and do not love to see progression? You guys are killers of progress. Everything for you, wah, scam, wah, he's a scammer. Wah. Guys, what the heck? What about yourselves behind closed doors? When you don't get to the private donations and people billing up your channels and your pockets, not channels, building up your houses and your pockets. You, little lady, said that you had days when you went to school without shoes, and I didn't have to come out here to say, I never went to school I went to school without shoes. Marwa shoes can't fit your foot. Marwa's story is not your story. If Marwa chose to sell his story to us, whether we chop it or we sensible, we bought it and we actually went hand in hand or by ourselves and assist and try to uplift that little village based on Marwa's vision and the way how he came to us. What have you done for Nyabohanse, little woman? All that you guys in that corner over there so do is it's just a few of you. And the amount of damage that you guys cause is worse than a category 5 hurricane or a 7 point something earthquake on the Richter scale. But I tell you, no, it is very bad. You see, sometimes people really, really can't help but thinking that evil always prevails because you guys are the ones that creates the most flipping damage. When you come and you input your crazy ass influx, negative influx. Influx is not even the right word. But you get it. You get it. You know what I'm saying? Now you're gonna sit down in your corner just like a my one. I'm not in a corner. I'm a big whole long wall behind me. Me not in a corner. You're gonna sit down and you're gonna talk about how much Mr. Cecil brought old clothes, worn clothes, and old shoes that needs to be cleaned. How many hawkers that you have in a Nairobi, Kenya, you yourself would have been brought up because your parents could have never. You said you walk without shoes to school. You yourself would have worn used clothing and shoes. The fact that your parents couldn't afford it. So at some time, if they did, they would have been the cheapest one. Parkers in Nairobi or wherever the hell. How many of those people come out to sell used clothing at a cheaper cost? A lot of those clothes that Cecile brought had on tags and shoes, had on tags, brand new. What's your problem? The thing with, I realize it's like once you guys not getting the attention, it is destruction 101. Bad mind, ungrateful, I go kill her now. Yeah, I tell you guys, I'm telling you. Yeah, go sit down top of all the Jamaicans. I wish all the Jamaican them, the idiotic one them were inside of your comment, they boost you on. It's shame on you. Shame on you, the ones who are in the comments boosting you on. Where you come from? Yeah? You're gonna sit there and listen to somebody from wherever the hell in a hell she come from, talking about all Jamaicans and generalizing. I am here to stand. I don't know where she come from because I know say it's not the entire Africa bad. It's not the it's just a few flipping people making noise and creating problems. So why would I generalize? Leave my country alone, girl. Left my country and leave the countryman them alone. Make them do what they want for the countrywoman them. If them come fail, make them help. On fire. Long time I don't do this. It feels good. Let the people them do what them doing. What is your problem? Every time that somebody go to do something, scamming. Leave the people them. Let them do what them doing. What if you can fix it? Where the hell you gonna get up? Listen, I remember even when Patsy's little boy came on camera that morning. Oh God. When Patsy's little boy came on camera, it's like this thing coming back to me. Guys, do you remember the video the day when Patsy was over by Marwa selling and the little child came there? It was maybe more than one of them or one. I can't remember. One of them had a big ratty judge tear in her pants body and a piece of patch in a different color even from the pants itself. And they're going to school. And the world saw that. We bought it. And what if we buy it and want to help in a good way? What is your problem? Why didn't you fix those things? With the two measly box of sanitary pads. Oh, they need food. They need what? No, she said the pads are what they need now. They don't need anything else. And the few things that Gento is bringing. How long can 3 egg last? How long can 3 egg last? While you sit down there with your heap of chicken them and your chicken them selling and your eggs them selling and then you still get your donations and quiet and then you bite down everybody else. It's just a thing with you. Whenever anybody else getting no kind of donation, you fight them down. Or getting any kind of help, I'm talking about India Bohanse. Whenever anybody else is getting help and donation, I call a spade a spade. It's donations, assistance, whatever the heck. Once anybody's been helped in Bohanse, nobody's not gonna make me say what it is to be said. Donations are donations. You don't make the word. It is. Making people be afraid to use words. Oh, I don't want to say donation because they don't like it. Okay, fire your blouse and skirt. What? So what? Yes, if they're getting donations, you don't like it. What about when you get in yours? What the really reason you run to the Hansen the other day for? Talking about, oh, I want to talk things. These things can be spoken on camera because you know you get some money if you go distribute and you get your cut out of it too. And this is what you guys do under the hush hush. And then you make a lot of noise for the others who are getting help and like they're getting too much help. So you don't like to see that. You don't like to see that. So you create problems for those people. And so the other people who are helping them have to back off. But guys, I saw Mr. Cecile actually saying yesterday that, he's no longer interested in helping. And I don't blame him really and truly. I don't blame him because it's a painful situation. And even if he was led into a trap, nobody's perfect. Because he said he still has other things to address, and that's what I'm talking about. Even if he was led into whether a honey trap or whatever the heck, he is not perfect. Like I said in the beginning of this video, that this is what makes a story: the good, the bad, the ugly. Perfect? No. Nah, nah, nah. It wouldn't be called a story, it would be called something else. So saying all of that, if it was a situation where Mr. Cecile was like basically set up in a sense, then because it seems like everything or everybody that goes around down in a Marwa lane, it is a problem. I say Marwa lane or Marwa street, whatever. This lazy alliance. It is a huge problem. And oh, this conspiracy. Oh, it might be this, and it might be fire on the blouse and skirt. Nothing is wrong with doing reaction, but it's the lies that you guys peddle. And the destruction that you guys lay down behind, it's like no stone is to be left unturned when you guys are done. And everything is to be burned flat down to the ground, because when you guys are done with it, destructive fallen angels. Huh? Destructive. It's not supposed to be this way. Those guys are your brothers. And then now those ones, when you start to tutor them, because them brain like a pudding. It's water. Not even pudding. Soft got brain soft anyways. Water. Just a runway. Whatever you say, they run behind you guys because you don't come and promise them anything, and they just decide, okay, and they go this way and they go that way. And look, Patsy is a perfect flipping victim. Perfect example of someone being a victim, like of ignorance. Because to me, ignorance is not knowing, not understanding something. So no drag her in so many different directions. Now she stand up and don't know where to go. No roof over her head. I hope you finish that roof. I hope you guys finish that roof. So she stands there. I know that my house will be finished. Blouse and skirt. You better make sure by January that house finish. And you guys who are beating up on the mouth for now till tomorrow, better make sure those kids go back into school. Because if Cecile and the other donor never came to the school directly, we know that those kids would be nowhere in any school. Most likely what she would have done is just send them back to public school and take the money to bullshit. How many businesses has she lost? Hmm? I'm not here to beat tongue my mouth and Patsy. It's just I'm saying that she's one of the victims of ignorance, not knowing which direction to take because the noise was too much and she lost direction. She's lost direction. How you can take advantage of people so? You guys don't even understand. Stand aside and let the people them do what they're doing. You think it's easy for somebody to really take up 1,000 or how much dollars to ship goods in these times, especially at Cecile's age? Drive from house to house and gather stuff. When them done, use them own money to pay for books, uniform and school fee and bus transport and school transportation. What are we gonna have money for waste? Because these people are simply not getting it. Those people are not getting, and I blame those negative reactors because they are the ones with the influx mostly. And if we come here to the positive what? Positive what? So what you think? Positive mean amen, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. Hell no. Positive mean cuss out on a blouse and skirt if we have to do it. Cuss out on a ratted and telling the one who doing is bullshit. Because you're doing wrong. What you talk about? Someone who have this mentality, positive what? Positive your backside. Yes, positive. Yes, positive. Because we're debunking the myths. And the lies that you guys peddle out there. We have to open up people's eyes. Because most of these people blindfolded to the lies them. They're blinded to the lies them what you guys come out there and peddle. And at the end, oh God, on the sound so convincing. A lot of when people listen, oh, they will come up to the chat. Oh, but this one said that. And how come you saying something else? This one, these are the ones that I will chase sometimes. Because when they come in here and try to shove it, whatever them get from over yonder, down my throat, I will tell them just scoot to the left, exit. Don't come preach to me. Because it's not like I don't see it for myself. It's not like I see everything. But most of the times when they come telling me nonsense about what over this, I say, we know that they're peddling lies, so we just come to debunk them bull crap. But to the little woman over there, so, but they generalize about all but Jamaicans need to go back, go look about them this and that, and go and go look about them people and give this to them people. Fire your blouse and skirt. Well, what you need to go down in a neighbor Hanse and do more than what you're doing. Come out of your corner. Come out of the crab hole. Come out from the crab hole and go down in your Hanse. We don't need to see no one pack of pad or no two packs of pad. Go help. Bring some of the chicken them that you're farming in wherever the hell you come from. Bring some of the chickens and give them. Give them eggs too. And give them some of the kales them. Seeing as you have so much of a hey, let me tell you something. It is just envy at the end of the day. Because their community, they see neighbor hand say about to take off and not now go on for them. Nobody, they want everybody to come over there to listen to them fake ass fabricated stories. Fire. 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 Anyway, my people, listen, I think I've said all that I need to say, and if I forget anything, I'll say it on the next one. I will say it on the next one. In the meantime and between time, take care of yourself, walk good, job bless, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.